When it comes to shoulder development in the Golden Era, some of the most powerful training methods have been forgotten. Golden Era delts stood out, wide, round, and perfectly balanced, which created that legendary silhouette and V-taper.
It's a kind of a sport where you really can train every part of your body, and you get mentally in touch with your body very much, which is the ideal thing really, which is something that Plato already said, sound mind, sound body.
Intense training methods you just don't see today anymore.
Shoulder training is a very big priority for me.
Come on, get those shoulders, come on. The wider the shoulders, the more impressive you look.
The deltoid plate's an important part in almost every bodybuilding pose we can do. Lack of deltoid development will make the upper body look narrow and weak. There's nothing more impressive than a pair of broad shoulders.
Today, we break down how they did it. Let's dive back into the Golden Era and rediscover the methods that built these iconic physiques.
Probably my most impressive body part is my deltoid. It's one of the primary areas of focus, so take note and let's get going.
If we start with what most people avoid, behind the neck work, a key movement you would always see in old school shoulder routines.
Since overall delt size is so important, I started off with a power move, the press behind the neck with a bar. Now some people argue that this exercise works only the front head, but I know I feel it in my sides as well.
Every day you would walk into the gym in the 70s, you would always see someone doing a behind the neck press. Today things are different. Most lifters shy away from behind the neck work. They call it risky, uncomfortable, or outdated. Machines and front presses dominate gyms, and this old school staple has largely been forgotten. But for classic shoulders that stand out, this is the move that still delivers and will always give results.
All it did was just standing up and pressing and doing things like that. Look how muscular he was.
Okay, so sit down here, straight. Don't move your body, large grip. Okay, you will go behind your neck. Don't go all the way down. Because if you go all the way down, you lose the pump, you lose the tension on your muscle. Stay here, go always up, okay? In this way you have coconut shoulders.
By not quite locking out at the top, you keep more tension on the delts and get more fiber involved.
Nice. Got it? That's okay.
Show them how to hold the final set.
I just press. See, my idea of training is too light in the 10 reps that I'm doing, or I'm going for 8 to 10 reps, and I shove on some more.
Right.
I'm not sort of conscious of what sort of weight's on the bar, what's any special record. It's just the feel, you know what I'm saying? Force reps is actually, once you reach your limit, near enough what you could go, it's help you to go a little bit beyond. It's good also, gets the muscles used to the weight, and sometimes later on, you get used to that poundage because the muscle begins to get used to that sort of weight. But it puts you into another dimension. Push-up is good. Come on.
In my training, my priority is blowing up the side and rear heads of the delt to increase my overall width and create the dramatic V taper that is critical for winning big-time shows.
Next, we're going to move into side laterals.
Now, it's time for a key movement for big shoulders, side lateral raises, the golden era way. They brought the weights up extremely high, sometimes even overhead, and the first thought most people have is, isn't that just traps taking over? But then you have to ask yourself, why did so many of the greatest physiques in history train this way?
A lot of the instructors will tell you that when you do your side laterals, to do them real slow and strict.
Yeah.
Don't cheat at all. And I noticed you were swinging.
Yeah.
And I've seen Franco Colombo do them here. He swings too, just like you do. Why do you do that?
Well, I'm a bodybuilder, you know, and really, if you want to actually build muscles, you've got to use heavy weights, you know. There's no way, actually, by actually standing in one place and being real strict with a set of light dumbbells, you're going to do anything. Okay, if you just want to keep in shape, that's okay, you know, that's great, you know. But I want to build muscle, and to build muscle, you must use weight.
But what about in the swinging, injuring yourself?
Now, you won't injure yourself if you know what you're doing. You've got to do a little bit of swing or a little bit of cheat here and there, you know, as you won't be able to use the weight. There's no way you can be a perfectionist, you know, I'm not a perfectionist.
Right.
You know, and I have to do a little leverage, a little swing there to help, a little cheat.
Good.
That's the name of the game.
You feel the burn in the side
Yeah, of course you do.
You got huge deltoids.
Yeah, well, I think so.
And I bust my butt and I go to win, and that's it. It's kind of funny. I have like two little voices in my head when I do train. One sometimes says, why are you going into the gym? And then there's this other voice that overpowers him. Come on, what are you doing? You know, you're coming to the gym, you gotta train, you gotta win, you know, you gotta get bigger.
Why did so many of the greatest physiques in history train this way? Were they all training wrong? Or is it possible they understood something we forgot? You know, the modern approach isolates the lateral deltoid, but the golden era trained the entire shoulder system. They didn't stop at shoulder height because a textbook told them to. The traps came in, the upper back came in, the entire shoulder system came alive. That's what made them different. They turned a simple lateral raise into a brutal heavy exercise. When you hear you're doing lateral raises wrong, just remember, it's all about training the entire shoulder complex, and this will give you those golden era results.
This is a crucial movement for me. Since it stresses the area of the delts, I'm totally committed to bringing up to the max the medial or side head of the shoulders. There's very little that's as impressive or important as that coconut-shaped cap or beef on the side of your shoulders. Presses alone won't give you this wide look. You must master this movement to really grow wide.
Heavy and light, they mastered both. They didn't shy away from heavy weights because it was never just about the delts only. It was about the entire shoulder complex. Building shoulders that didn't only look strong, but are strong.
Instead of force reps, I like to do descending sets with this exercise. I work up to 50s and then do 3 weight reductions on the last set, each for 6 to 8 reps. This is one of my favorite ways to increase intensity in an exercise. The blood gets literally gorged into the muscle. This set sets the delts on fire. You have to remember, though, that I change the order of these exercises as I feel necessary. So I sometimes start shoulders with the seated side lateral if I think that the medial head is lagging.
Now we completed the side laterals, which is excellent for building shape and quality on the lateral delts.
Now, the mystery of the Arnold press.
Do you think that there are any specific exercises that, I've heard Lee Priest mention that he thinks that you've been trolling everybody with the Arnold press because he said he never saw you do that.
You never saw Arnold doing the Arnold press.
Yeah, he's with people.
Yeah.
He's probably still laughing today. Went to the gym and I saw those idiots still doing the Arnold press. Well, you think about it. Imagine if I brought out a training book. I do legitimate exercises.
Yeah.
But for every body part, I'm going to be like, let's just put in two stupid things that are ridiculous. People would do it.
I'm curious, if there's any validity to his thought on that.
First of all, Priest was not around when I was competing. He was never at Gold's gym, so he does not know what he's talking about there. Okay, so I have no idea why he's always an expert. The only ones that would know are the people that trained with me, like Franco, Dave Draper, Frank Zane, Ken Waller, and those guys. And the shoulder press was one of my favorite exercises. We went up and down the rack, 5 times. And we started with 110s, then the 100s and 90s and 80s, and went down the rack to 40s. And then we did, ended up doing presses, and then we did some laterals after that. So it was a really effective exercise, and it was effective because the pain, not in the joints, but the pain in the muscle was so enormous that I literally had to put the hand on top of something. How can you make it the most painful? Because only when you have the pain, it grows.
Now called the Arnold press because it was a certain way that was done in order to really create the stretch of the front delt, that would come down with the elbow here, to rotate out and go up, and to get the full flex.
What do you think? Did Arnold really do the Arnold press? Try it and judge the results for yourself. Everyone talks about the Arnold press, but there's another classic forgotten shoulder exercise named after someone. Before influencers, there was Larry Scott, the first Mr. Olympia ever. Let's bring back this old school shoulder builder, the Scott press.
Okay, I want to show you deltoids. Now, we're changing. I need a mirror that I can look into to see the form, because there's certain things that you want to see as you're working deltoids that is very hard to do unless you have a mirror in front of you. And the first one is standing dumbbell press. I'm going to show you how that's done and how it's different. It's just a light weight that I'm going to use just for demonstration purposes. Now you press the dumbbell up in an arc like this. Notice I always got the little fingers high. It's not like this. It's just that middle portion. And you're leaning forward so that you can get your elbows back. Okay, that's how you're doing standing dumbbell press. Now, let Alan show you, and I'll critique him a little bit while he does this so that you can see how well he's got it. He doesn't come all the way down, which works traps. He doesn't come all the way to the top, which works triceps. He's just in the middle, putting constant tension on the deltoids. That's the key to building deltoids. Now you notice he's working side laterals while he's doing presses, which is unusual. And that's because he's trying to get his elbows back like this. When he pulls them back like that, the only muscle that can pull them back is that side deltoid. And so it's a great exercise, not only for the frontal deltoid, which you see working up here, but he's also able to activate his side deltoid. It's not all the way up and it's not all the way down. No, you come back on top. That's it, good. Down and forward, and then back, good. Down a little bit more. Oh, that's great, Princess. Great, good. We've got some ways of doing certain exercises that are unique. And if you do them the way we show you, then you'll make better progress.
Time for a real classic to build some serious delts. Let's dive into the side-lying lateral raise.
This one, they call it surgery exercise. I think that's the best exercise to work your rear shoulders. You lay on the floor, your body straight, put your shoulders inside.
It's a tremendously difficult exercise, so I would put the emphasis on using lighter weight. Because if you try to go heavy on it, you will not use correct form, and thereby won't get the development that you're interested in achieving. Again, we'll do 3 sets of these.
Do you want a golden era physique? You gotta do golden era things.
Notice that I'm doing a full movement here, as low as I possibly can, and raising it up as high as I possibly can. Notice the great pump I'm getting from this exercise.
When it comes to shoulders, some exercises never go out of style. The classic barbell press or a pair of dumbbells overhead is something every lifter knows. It's timeless, simple, and brutally effective. From Arnold to Franco, every golden era champion respected this to build thick, round delts. It doesn't get more raw than this. No tricks, just pressing weight overhead with pure strength. But the golden era had their secrets. We've seen behind the neck presses, overhead presses, now a classic forgotten exercise of the golden era. Welcome to the barbell alternating front-back press. With a barbell in hand, they didn't just press it overhead in one direction. It's a combination of both. They alternated one rep in front, the next behind. A rare exercise. It's very effective for building broad, round shoulders that actually pop from every angle. Look at him, like a Greek god carved in stone, brought to life. In the golden era, shoulders weren't just trained to be big, they were shaped and built from every angle. One of those tools was the cable lateral raise, a timeless movement. Not the flashiest movement, not the heaviest, but muscle isn't just built, it's sculpted.
Lower into a full stretch position and focus on pulling with delt power and not your arms.
I might set myself up for 15 reps or 12. When I get to 12 and I try extra bit more and you get an extra burn all the time, it's like creating something and you try and go beyond all the time. And to me, that's how I get the pump and that real good tight feeling.
On this one, I hold the top position for intense peak contraction before lowering.
Everyone had their own speed in the reps. Some moved slower, some faster, but none of it was random. With each raise, they saw their shoulders getting wider, rounder, and more complete.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mr. Eduardo Poet, 215 pounds.
Just packed on other muscles. It's a look as if he's ready to explode with power. There's no free space. There's no absence of muscle.
The classic exercise that makes people today say it's bad for your shoulders. For golden era bodybuilders, it meant the opposite. It built their shoulders. It turned their shoulders into classic cannonball delts.
Next, moves to another mass-building movement, the upright row. This exercise can be performed on either a cable machine or with free weight.
I tried to pull as high as possible.
And we go all the way up to your forehead.
The main focus of the upright row is on the frontal deltoid, the trapezius, and the related shoulder trap tie-in.
Using raw power always works.
Your hand join together and we go all the way up to your forehead. Don't stop to your chest. Because only if you stop your chest, you work on your trapezium yet. It's only when you go above your chest, you start to work your shoulders, okay? I saw so many mistakes in the gym. People, they think they train shoulders, but they train just trapezium. Okay, if you do the same as a bend over, you work the front part of your shoulders. If you bend back on your back, you work your low part, your way of shoulders, okay? So same thing, one day you can do straight, bend over, next day bend on your back. Or you can do 2 sets like that, 2 sets like that, and 2 sets like that.
Pulling that bar really high up. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, well, we're actually pulling the bar like this, where you got to bow the chin.
Right.
It's like you're doing a clean. You understand what I'm saying? And it seems to put more emphasis on my traps. So that's the reason why I do it that way. It's my particular style. But I find it gives me a good feeling on the traps, and I think it works them a little better. You know, as I said, there's no set rules. That's the way I feel them, so that's the way I do it like that.
Seems to be working for you.
Well, what do you think?
Look at that. Well, yeah, I think it works pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. So that's the reason why I do this.
So I can take the set further into the pain zone.
Back in the golden era, no serious shoulder routine was complete without alternating dumbbell front raises, a staple for carving out those legendary front delts. He'd added that extra edge after doing all the pressing movements, the edge that made the shoulders stand out.
One of my favorite exercises, of course, is a single arm raise.
Just like cheat curls, once it gets heavy, adding more swing helps you reach true failure, forcing those last reps as the delts burn more and more.
My deltoids were screaming. They were in pain. Why? Because I shocked the muscle.
Barbells and dumbbells, they use both to raise the weight. These will always be the best tools, real iron. Guess what's next? The muscle that stands out in every most muscular pose. The muscles that make your shoulders and back look complete. Traps.
Now ready to move and work in the traps.
You simply can't look complete and powerful without thick muscular traps.
The most effective exercise that I know of, shoulder shrug. I prefer using the barbell. There again, I prefer doing shoulder shrugs from behind. I know where a lot of guys do pull up from the front. Yes, they develop the frontal portion of the traps, which looks very good in the tie-in, but there again, the real part of the traps are missing. Traps, I feel, should be worked from behind because they're where they're located, behind and not in front.
Shoulders only look like cannonballs when all three heads are doing the work. We've covered the front head and the sides of the shoulders. Now it's time to build the final piece of the delts, the rear delts. Golden era bodybuilders attack this muscle from every angle. From heavy dumbbells to cables at both low and high angles, they left nothing untouched. Let's break down everything they did to complete their physique.
Again, we'll do 5 sets of these. We'll start out with a lighter weight and progressively go heavier. When you're in that position, it's also very difficult to do the exercise. It cuts down the amount of weight you can use.
This will make your rear delts blow up. Rear delt dumbbell raises. It builds that mass that completes the physique from the side and rear. Don't be afraid to swing and cheat with your reps. Use your full strength to move the weight and force those delts to grow. Take it from Larry Scott. He knew what worked.
And so you gotta get the form where you're doing some cheating in. And you should see your rear deltoid. If you're not seeing your rear deltoid, you know you're not doing it right. Two things you gotta do to see your rear deltoid. You either gotta bend over more, or you gotta cheat more. You're hanging the weights too much. You want them to get out like this, not like this. Good, get that twisted up, Francis. You gotta go up and twist, up and twist, up and twist.
Nochmal, 10.
The majority of us lack in development because we tend to do the presses, the side laterals, the shrugs, and forget the rear delt. The rear delt is the masterpiece of the back.
Let's face it, there is no way the back can look powerful and muscular without thick, well-developed rear delts and traps. Train them hard, the golden era way. We've gone through it all, from behind the neck work to all the other forgotten methods of the golden era, the ones that built truly classic delts. Try them for yourself, and remember, old school always works. The old school way still delivers and will always give results.
abdominal muscles